Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dungeon Dive. Just a really quick video here on Massive Darkness 2. They often say that the best way to determine if you are playing a game right is to play it wrong on YouTube, because then you will be corrected. So that's what that's what this video is about. I want to know if this is the correct interpretation of how to play Massive Darkness 2. So I have set up what is kind of a worst case scenario, but that is going to be to illustrate a point. So let's say this is the scenario here. I am playing a monk, and my monk is armed with a bow. And so that gives me 1 yellow dice to use in combat. Range in this game is unlimited as far as you can see, line of sight, as long as you're not being blocked by a wall or a door. Now here we're saying we're playing a 4-player game. So here we have I have spawned a mob, and the mob here are the Nagas. And when you spawn a mob, you spawn the leader, and you spawn a number of minions equal to the number of players. So that would be 4 mobs. Then you also draw a mob item card. In this case, we drew a sword. And now I want to read from page 23 in the rulebook. It says, mobs carry weapons as shown by the mob item card attached to them, which determines the attack type. So, according to that rule, directly as written, this mob is armed with a sword which does melee damage, okay? So let's say with melee damage, you have to attack, you can only attack enemies in the same zone as you. So if my monk was armed with a sword, I could only attack enemies in the same zone. When these enemies attack me, they can only attack in the zone, in the melee zone. However, with this attack, I'm going to show you what is completely broken about this game if I'm playing it right. You assemble your dice pool, which is 1 yellow d6 for the ranged attack. I am in shadows, so I will add the shadow d6. And then the enemies, because they are now the defender, they add their defense die, which is 1 d6. And then you add a black monster die for each minion in the mob. So there are 4. Now I'm going to say that I rolled the worst possible roll, because this is how the game has been going for me every single time I've played. So on the yellow, I roll a complete miss, so I do no damage to the mobs, to the monsters. On my shadow die, I roll the magic symbol, which allows me to gain 1 mana. Okay, that does mean no good right now. The enemies, they will roll their double shield for their defense. So they block 2 damage if I was going to be doing any damage. And on their monster dice, let's say they roll this, and then 3 more slashes. Okay. So you want to deal with these dice first, because those are special abilities. These slashes here, those automatically do retaliation damage to your hero regardless of range. Also, regardless of any armor you are wearing. So first of all, somehow when you are attacking, your armor stops working. Okay, that already is so dumb. What's even dumber though is this mob is armed with a sword. How are they able to do 4 damage to me being 1, 2, 3 zones away? So right here, if this was the roll that I made on my attack, that mob would have instantly one-shotted and killed my level 1 hero. On top of that, this symbol here in combat would trigger this ability, which would somehow draw me to them, and then they would do 1 additional damage. So on my attack roll, the monsters did 5 damage to me. This is completely broken. This cannot be the way that they designed the game, but that's how it is written. It makes zero sense. These have no ranged weapons, but somehow they were able to retaliate with 4 points of damage, 4 points of completely unblockable damage. So on my turn, I initiated an attack and died. And that has happened to me like 5 times while playing this game. That can't be right. Everybody is saying this game is so easy. So what am I getting wrong? Hopefully hopefully someone can help salvage my opinion of this game. So all right, just a quick what am I doing wrong video. Thanks guys. Bye bye.